Hey everyone, it's me, Robert, Sergeant Picklehead, whatever you want to call me, here with a brand new video. And today, I'm here to talk about a short film that was made by my good friend, Stupid Slowking, that had me in it, that we made about a year and a half ago. And that short film is called A Man Prepared. Ah yes, A Man Prepared. Those are good times. You know, back when I could actually leave my house. That, whew, feels like ages ago. If you're wondering why I'm talking about this now, well, a little while ago, after I made my Doom review, I posted on my Instagram, and I asked, hey, you guys want me to review anything? And let me just tell you, I got an overwhelming amount of comments. One. That was from my boy Graham, and he said, review Man Prepared. So, guess we're doing that. You guys on Instagram suck. So, Man Prepared, what's this basically about? Basically, it's about this guy named Ryan, and he is a drug addict. Oh, the short film has drugs in it? Oh no, I can't show this to my kid. It's not family friendly. We're gonna get demonetized, Graham. Jesus. Ryan ends up meeting up with, objectively, the best character, and some would argue the only good character the only good character in this movie, Matthew. And Matthew, portrayed by me, Robert Quigley. Now he's a cop, but he's not just any cop, he's a cop who sells drugs. He's starting his own underground drug empire. The drug itself is really not super important to the story, like what it does or what exactly it is. It's kind of left ambiguous to what exactly it is. It's just sort of something to push the story forward, which, I mean, it's fine. The story follows these two characters as they're slowly expanding their empire and begin to come to disagreements with how exactly it's going to be handled. Because Matthew, he's kind of worried about getting detected by the police, which it's revealed that the police are definitely onto them and are trying to find out exactly who is behind this new drug that's appeared. And Ryan, on the other hand, is a greedy bastard. See, Ryan only cares about the money. And that comes back to bite him in the ass real quick. So basically, spoiler alert, but Matthew ends up getting shot, and Ryan gets thrown into jail for the rest of his life by Officer Rogers. And Officer Rogers, whew, boy, he's a real piece of work. So that's just pretty much a summary for the story. I didn't go into every detail because obviously I want you guys to watch it yourselves. I think it turned out pretty well. Obviously, I do have a couple of issues with it, hence why I'm making this video, but I also do have a lot I want to praise Graham for, because trust me, he deserves it for making that. So yeah, this movie is made by Graham, or more of you may know him as Stupid Slowking, and he made this, like I said, about a year and a half ago. He started shooting in January. Didn't end until, I want to say like June, maybe July-ish, I don't remember exactly when. All I remember vividly was this movie ending up in basically production hell from like February to May, because none of us were free. We all had stuff we had to do, and it sucked. Anyways, that being said, I also do want to mention kind of the impact this project had on both of our channels, I'd like to say. Because at first when Graham pitched me this, I just thought we were making like a 10 to 20 minute short film that was gonna be like, you know, it's a project that we take slightly more seriously, maybe get it done in a couple weeks to a month. No, it was a full-on movie. It was like almost an hour long. And let me just say, being able to get that done, having that under our belts, I feel like it's kind of changed both of our channels for the better. And let me just say, I did not put nearly as much work into this movie that Graham and Reed did. Because first of all, Reed, he composed the soundtrack, which I think is it really works well for this film, and he's also making the soundtrack for Monster in the Mirror. And then there was Graham. He wrote, directed, edited, shot, and acted all at the same time in this film, and it's pretty incredible to see him do that, especially all by himself with like no budget. So I guess from here I'm gonna get into the actual review and talk about what I liked and what I didn't like about this short film, and definitely what we can change in the future for future projects that are coming. The first thing I want to bring up is the story. Now, I'm just gonna say this right now. In my opinion, wasn't the greatest thing written in the world, but I'm not gonna hold that completely against this film, because like I said, this is our first ever film. We were kind of dipping our toes into it, and I don't think a first film really needs to be like Stanley Kubrick level great writing. What I mean by that is there's a few moments in this film where I feel like you really need to suspend your disbelief, as if these situations, especially where these people are starting their new like drug empire sort of deals happening in real life, you know, it just doesn't work in that sense. So that kind of also brings me into my next point, which was the script. And basically, on my end, the script is non-existent. I did not get to see the script. I mean, it turned out fine, but I'm used to having a script. When I do something like this, I mean, when I make my stupid videos and things like that, I don't give a shit. I don't need a script. But when I'm, like, doing something I'm supposed to be taking seriously, I need a script, or else I'm not gonna do well. And I don't know if this is just me being hypercritical of myself because, ew, I'm on screen. Because I think everyone else did generally a pretty good job. I just think my dialogue came out really clunky, and I personally wish I could reshoot it. Obviously, it's too late now, but you know, I just mostly attribute that to me not really having a script and not really having that sort of direction. I couldn't, like, look at it a couple of days beforehand and be like, okay, so this is what my character is all about. This is how I'm gonna make him sound, and this is kind of how I want him to feel. I didn't really have that luxury. I just kind of had to go along with it as the story basically evolved around me. I mean, I generally knew what my character was like. A dick. So the next thing I'm gonna bring up is the cinematography and editing. And let me just say, Slowking did an excellent job with this. I really enjoyed it. He had some really great shots and sequences. And see, that's where I think his strongest point is where it comes to filmmaking. He is great at that technical stuff when it comes to, like, filming the shots and editing them and just putting it all together in a coherent film. He really does a great job. I think especially where his skills shine is this one scene where Ryan, which is Reed's character, ends up experimenting with the drug. And he has kind of this high sequence, and the way Graham edits it is, it just kind of has this uncomfortable and yet really awesome vibe to it that any high sequence should feel like that, because you know, you watch it and you feel slightly uncomfortable, but at the same time you feel really immersed into it. It's weird. It's a weird thing to watch, and that's where that just excels. So overall, I think Man Prepared was a really good first step for us when it comes to serious filmmaking. Obviously, it has its flaws, but where it shines really well in my eyes. And I think we definitely have a lot more to learn and work with in the coming years. And I'm pretty excited to see, you know, how far we get. And we look back at Man Prepared and we're like, huh, we made that. And I still definitely want to say that is still genuinely impressive, as we were all like 16 at the time when we made that. And the fact that we made a 55-minute long film, that's not something a lot of people can say. Now, if there's one thing that does make me mad about this film, one thing that just really, really irks me, really pisses me off, is the fact that Matthew, the only objectively good character in this entire film, is not the center of the story. So that's why I've decided to fix A Man Prepared.
Hey Ryan, it's me, Matthew, the objectively best character and only good thing about this movie, and your neighbor. You want to hear something interesting? I got this new drug that I'm trying to sell, and you should help me sell it. See this right here? Now it may look like a normal cigarette, because it is. There's nothing special about this. We're using it to scam children. Hey Ryan, it's me again, Matthew, the objectively best character and only good thing about this movie, and your neighbor. I've heard some rumors that you've been wanting to talk to Fletcher about helping us in our operation. That's pretty no-brainer, man. I heard Fletcher is currently emotionally unstable. He got left unopened on Snapchat by an e-girl he was talking to. Aw, damn it, Ryan. Now you've done it. You talked to Fletcher, didn't you? I can't believe you. You totally went behind my back. Also, I tried the drug, and now my wife and kids have left me, so I can't be part of this movie anymore.
FBI, open up!
Oh no, the feds are here. Oh no, I gotta run. Ah!
Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you're all staying safe and healthy right now, and don't forget to give this video a like, comment, and hell, maybe even subscribe. I'm serious. As a small creator, it really does mean a lot to me whenever I see those things. You know, it really gives me that push forward to try and make the best content I can for you guys. And whenever I just see I get support, it just, it just gives me confidence, and it means a lot. So yeah, also don't forget to follow any social medias I have posted, as you can see updates there about my channel or just my life in general. And yeah, bye-bye.